There comes a time in life when wisdom and experience should be our greatest assets, yet many find themselves feeling overlooked, dismissed, or not taken as seriously as they once were. It's frustrating. After decades of building knowledge, forming opinions, and navigating life's ups and downs, why should anyone feel sidelined? The truth is, respect isn't just given based on age. It's earned and maintained through the way we carry ourselves, the attitudes we adopt, and the habits we hold on to. Some behaviors, often unconsciously held, can actually work against us, making it harder to command the attention and esteem we deserve. If you want to remain a respected voice in conversations, whether with family, friends, or even strangers, it may be time to reevaluate a few tendencies that could be undermining your credibility. One of the easiest ways to lose respect, often without realizing it, is by constantly reminiscing about the past in a way that dismisses the present. Nostalgia is a wonderful thing. It connects us to beautiful memories, valuable lessons, and a sense of identity. However, when every conversation starts with "back in my day" or "things were better when," it can alienate younger generations and make it seem as if you are stuck in a time warp. The world has changed, and while some aspects may not feel as good as they once were, every generation experiences its own struggles, triumphs, and cultural shifts. Dismissing modern advancements or belittling new ways of doing things can make you seem out of touch rather than wise. A more powerful approach is to blend past wisdom with present realities, showing an open-minded curiosity about today's world while offering insights from lived experience. People respect those who can adapt while still holding on to their values. Another habit that can slowly chip away at how seriously people take you is falling into patterns of complaining rather than engaging in meaningful conversations. Life after 60 is full of adjustments, aches and pains, changes in society, new technologies that sometimes feel overwhelming. It's natural to vent frustrations, but if every interaction revolves around grievances, whether about health, politics, or how customer service isn't what it used to be, it can make others tune out. Nobody wants to be around someone who only focuses on the negative. Instead of simply pointing out what's wrong, a more effective way to maintain influence is to offer thoughtful perspectives and solutions. When speaking about challenges, whether personal or societal, shifting the focus toward productive discussions, such as sharing insights, seeking to understand different viewpoints, or even finding humor in life's annoyances, can help others see you as a valuable, engaging conversationalist rather than someone who simply complains. Then, there's the habit of assuming that younger people automatically owe you respect. This one can be tricky because in many cultures, respect for elders is a deeply ingrained value. However, in today's world, respect is no longer just about age. It's about the way we treat others and the energy we bring into interactions. Expecting automatic deference without offering respect in return can make people, especially younger generations, resistant rather than receptive. This can show up in small ways, like interrupting others mid-sentence, dismissing new ideas before fully listening, or demanding things based solely on age rather than mutual understanding. True respect is a two-way street, and those who show genuine interest, listen actively, and engage in conversations with mutual regard are far more likely to be taken seriously. At this stage of life, many people also fall into the habit of resisting change, particularly when it comes to technology. It's understandable new gadgets, apps, and online platforms can feel overwhelming, and learning them takes patience. But completely rejecting modern tools can make it seem as though you're unwilling to adapt, which can, in turn, make others less inclined to engage with you on an equal level. Nobody expects you to become a tech expert overnight, but keeping an open mind and making an effort to learn the basics, whether it's sending a text, joining a video call, or understanding online banking, can go a long way. Not only does this help you stay connected with family and friends, but it also reinforces your relevance in an increasingly digital world. Being adaptable signals intelligence, curiosity, and a willingness to evolve, qualities that command respect at any age. Another common trap that can erode credibility is talking down to younger people as if they know nothing. It can be tempting to correct lecture or assume that because someone is younger, they couldn't possibly have valuable knowledge or skills. But every generation has its own set of experiences, challenges, and areas of expertise. The most respected older individuals are those who balance their wisdom with humility, recognizing that they, too, can learn from younger generations. Instead of automatically offering advice or asserting authority, a more effective way to maintain credibility is to engage in conversations as equals, sharing experiences, asking questions, and being open to new perspectives. When people feel that their views are valued, they are far more likely to reciprocate that respect. If you want to be taken seriously, it's also important to be mindful of the way you present yourself. This isn't about conforming to unrealistic beauty standards or trying to appear younger than you are, but rather about carrying yourself with confidence and self-respect. Dressing well, maintaining good posture, and speaking with clarity all contribute to how others perceive you. A person who takes care of their appearance and expresses themselves with confidence naturally commands attention. People are drawn to those who exude self-assurance and carry themselves with pride, regardless of age. Lastly, one of the most damaging habits to credibility is assuming that age gives you a pass to be rude or dismissive. We've all encountered people who use the excuse, "I'm too old to care what people think," to justify saying whatever they please without consideration for others. While honesty is valuable, there is a difference between being direct and being unnecessarily harsh. If you frequently find yourself speaking without concern for how it affects others, you may notice that people stop taking your words seriously. Thoughtfulness and tact go a long way in ensuring that your voice remains respected and valued. There is immense power in embracing the later years of life with wisdom, adaptability, and an open mind. The habits and attitudes we choose can either reinforce our credibility or quietly diminish it. By being mindful of the way we engage with others, staying open to learning, and maintaining a balance between confidence and humility, we can ensure that we are not just heard, but truly listened to. The next step is understanding deeper behaviors and patterns that may further impact how we are perceived, ensuring that we continue to hold a place of influence and respect in all circles of life. As the years pass, it's easy to fall into habits that feel natural but can slowly erode how others perceive us. Beyond the more obvious behaviors like complaining too much or dismissing modern advancements, there are subtler patterns that can push people away and make them less likely to take us seriously. One of these is refusing to admit when we're wrong. It's human nature to want to be right, especially when we've spent decades accumulating knowledge and experience. But nothing damages credibility faster than stubbornly holding onto outdated beliefs or refusing to acknowledge new information. It's a common trap, thinking that because we've lived longer, we must have the final word on every subject. However, the world is constantly changing, and new discoveries reshape what we once thought to be true. Whether it's advancements in medicine, shifts in social norms, or even something as simple as a new way of doing everyday tasks, refusing to adjust our thinking can make us seem rigid rather than wise. People respect those who are willing to listen, learn, and even change their minds when presented with compelling evidence. Saying, "I never thought of it that way," or "you have a good point," doesn't make us weaker. It makes us more respected and relatable. Another behavior that can diminish how seriously people take us is over-explaining or dominating conversations. When we have a wealth of experiences and knowledge, it's natural to want to share them, but there's a fine line between offering insight and overwhelming others with long-winded explanations. It's important to be aware of how often we steer conversations back to our own experiences, especially when others are trying to express their thoughts. Conversations should be an exchange, not a monologue. When people feel talked at rather than talked with, they begin to disengage. A good rule of thumb is to listen as much as, if not more than, we speak. Asking questions, showing interest in what others have to say, and allowing room for different perspectives makes us far more engaging and respected in social circles. Similarly, constantly correcting others, even when well-intended, can quickly turn into a habit that makes people tune out. Whether it's grammar, historical facts, or minor details in a story, jumping in to fix someone's words can come across as patronizing. There's a difference between sharing knowledge when it's truly helpful and nitpicking in a way that diminishes someone else's confidence. Unless the correction is necessary, such as in a professional setting or when misinformation could cause harm, it's often best to let small errors slide. After all, no one enjoys feeling like they're being policed in casual conversation. In addition to communication habits, body language plays a huge role in how seriously people take us. Slouching, avoiding eye contact, or appearing disengaged in conversations can send a message that we're either uninterested or lacking confidence. On the other hand, maintaining good posture, making eye contact, and using intentional gestures can make a world of difference in how others perceive us. Confidence is not just about what we say, but how we carry ourselves. A strong, upright posture and a steady voice instantly make us appear more authoritative and engaging. There's also the matter of resisting new social dynamics. The world today is more interconnected and diverse than ever before, and clinging too tightly to old social norms can create barriers between us and others. Comments that might have been acceptable decades ago may now come across as insensitive or outdated. This doesn't mean we have to walk on eggshells, but being aware of how language and attitudes have evolved helps ensure that our words are received with openness rather than resistance. It's a sign of strength, not weakness, to acknowledge cultural shifts and respect the sensitivities of those around us. Beyond social interactions, taking personal responsibility for our actions and well-being is crucial for maintaining credibility. It's easy to fall into the habit of blaming circumstances, aging, or even other people for the difficulties we face. While it's true that getting older comes with its own set of challenges, constantly shifting blame, rather than taking ownership of our actions, can make us seem powerless rather than respected. People are drawn to those who maintain a sense of control over their lives, no matter their age. Acknowledging what we can and cannot change, making an effort to stay engaged with life, and maintaining a sense of personal responsibility all contribute to the way others see us. Another behavior that can diminish respect is using age as an excuse to disengage from responsibilities or personal growth. While aging does bring certain limitations, it doesn't mean we have to stop setting goals, trying new things, or pushing ourselves to improve. If we constantly say, "I'm too old for that," or "that's for younger people," we inadvertently signal to others that we've stopped evolving. The most respected individuals, regardless of age, are those who remain curious, adaptable, and open to learning. Whether it's picking up a new skill, staying informed about current events, or simply trying something outside of our comfort zone, continuing to grow keeps us both relevant and respected. Additionally, surrounding ourselves only with like-minded people can make us seem closed off from the wider world. It's natural to gravitate toward those who share our beliefs and perspectives, but if we shut out differing viewpoints entirely, we risk creating an echo chamber where our ideas go unchallenged. Engaging with people of different backgrounds, ages, and perspectives not only broadens our understanding, but also reinforces our credibility. People respect those who can discuss differing opinions with grace and openness rather than hostility or dismissal. Finally, one of the most overlooked factors in how seriously we are taken is the energy we bring into a room. Whether we realize it or not, our presence affects those around us. Someone who carries themselves with a sense of vitality, warmth, and engagement naturally commands attention, while someone who seems withdrawn, bitter, or indifferent is more likely to be overlooked. Maintaining a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties, but it does mean approaching situations with resilience and optimism. A person who radiates enthusiasm and curiosity about life will always be taken more seriously than someone who seems weighed down by negativity. At this stage in life, being taken seriously isn't about demanding respect. It's about earning it through the way we interact with the world. The attitudes and behaviors we choose can either strengthen our credibility or quietly erode it. The good news is that respect isn't tied to youth. It's tied to presence, engagement, and adaptability. Those who remain open to growth, embrace new experiences, and interact with others with both confidence and humility will always be valued and respected. One of the most powerful ways to ensure we are taken seriously as we age is to cultivate a sense of relevance. Too often, people assume that growing older means fading into the background, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Staying informed, engaged, and active in meaningful conversations is key to maintaining credibility and influence. However, relevance isn't just about keeping up with news or technology. It's about showing a genuine interest in the world around us, in people's lives, and in the ever-evolving nature of society. A common mistake that can cause people to lose respect is clinging to outdated views without being willing to acknowledge change. This doesn't mean we have to abandon our values, but being rigid in our thinking can make others see us as unapproachable or out of touch. There is strength in tradition, but there is also strength in adaptability. When people see that we are willing to listen to new perspectives and consider different ways of thinking, they are far more likely to value our insights. The most respected individuals are those who balance their deep-rooted wisdom with an open mind, who can say, "This is what I've learned, but I'm also interested in how things are evolving." Another key factor in maintaining respect is our ability to manage emotions, particularly when it comes to frustration, impatience, or intolerance. It's easy to become irritated by things that seem unnecessary or inefficient. Whether it's self-checkout machines, changing social customs, or younger generations who operate by a different set of values. However, constantly displaying irritation or making sharp remarks can make people avoid meaningful discussions with us altogether. There's a difference between sharing a perspective and coming across as dismissive or intolerant. If we approach situations with patience, humor, and a willingness to understand, we immediately command more respect. This also applies to how we handle personal criticism. As we get older, we may feel that we've earned the right to say what we think without consequence, but this can sometimes backfire. No one is beyond reproach, no matter how much life experience they have. If someone, especially a younger person, offers feedback or suggests that we may be wrong about something, responding with defensiveness or dismissiveness can make us seem unapproachable. Being able to take constructive criticism with grace and thoughtfulness is a sign of strength. Saying something as simple as, "I hadn't considered that before," or "I see your point," not only diffuses tension but also reinforces the idea that we are wise enough to reflect rather than react. In addition to mindset, maintaining personal dignity and self-respect is crucial in how seriously people take us. This doesn't mean trying to appear younger than we are, but it does mean putting effort into our presentation. Whether we like it or not, people do judge based on appearance, and presenting ourselves well. Wearing clothes that make us feel confident, maintaining good hygiene, and carrying ourselves with poise signals self-respect. People naturally take those who appear put together more seriously. This has nothing to do with vanity and everything to do with how we communicate self-worth. When we dress and carry ourselves with confidence, we send a message that we are still fully engaged in life. Beyond physical presentation, the way we use our voice, both literally and figuratively, plays a huge role in how we are perceived. Speaking too softly, mumbling, or trailing off in conversation can make it seem as though we lack conviction. On the other hand, being too loud or forceful can make us come across as overbearing. The key is to strike a balance. speaking with clarity, purpose, and thoughtfulness, using a strong but measured tone, pausing to ensure we are being heard, and choosing our words carefully can all enhance the way others listen to us. Another often overlooked way to command respect is through generosity, not just in a material sense, but in spirit. People are drawn to those who uplift others, who offer wisdom without arrogance, and who support without seeking credit. Sharing knowledge, lending an ear, and offering encouragement create an aura of strength and warmth that naturally attracts respect. There's a reason why the most revered figures in history are often those who use their influence to help others rather than simply promote themselves. That being said, it's also important to set boundaries. Just as generosity earns respect, allowing ourselves to be walked over or taken advantage of can diminish it. Some people mistake kindness for weakness, and it's crucial to know when to stand firm, learning to say no when necessary, refusing to be guilt-tripped into things we don't want to do, and ensuring that our own needs are met before constantly catering to others all contribute to how people see us. A person who respects their own time and energy naturally commands the respect of those around them. Lastly, perhaps one of the most significant ways to ensure we are taken seriously is to maintain a sense of purpose. People who have something that drives them, a passion, a goal, a project, radiate a sense of importance. Whether it's mentoring, volunteering, pursuing a creative endeavor, or simply continuing to learn, having something that keeps us engaged in life gives us a presence that others can't ignore. It's not about proving anything to anyone. It's about keeping the inner fire alive. A person with purpose is someone others listen to, someone who naturally commands respect simply because they are engaged in something meaningful. Ultimately, being taken seriously isn't about demanding respect or clinging to authority based on age alone. It's about continuously growing, adapting, and engaging with the world in a way that makes others want to listen. It's about balancing confidence with humility, wisdom with curiosity, and tradition with adaptability. Those who remain vibrant, self-aware, and open to life will always be respected, not just for their years, but for the way they continue to carry themselves in the world. Life after 60 is a time of incredible opportunity, where experience and wisdom should be celebrated, not overlooked. Yet, as we've explored, certain habits and attitudes can unintentionally undermine the respect we deserve. By staying open-minded, engaging in meaningful conversations, and carrying ourselves with confidence, we ensure that we remain valued voices in every social circle. Respect isn't something we can demand. It's something we cultivate through our actions, words, and the way we interact with the ever-changing world around us. And let's be honest, aging is a funny thing. One moment, we feel like we have all the answers, and the next, we're staring at a smartphone like it's an alien spaceship. But that's part of the journey. Nobody expects perfection, but a willingness to learn, laugh, and adapt keeps us relevant. It's a bit like gardening. If you stop watering the plants, they start to wither. Our credibility works the same way. Stay curious, stay engaged, and people will naturally take you seriously. So as you move forward, remember to keep a balance, share your wisdom, but also listen, embrace the past, but also stay present. Stand firm in your beliefs, but also allow space for growth. These little shifts in mindset can make a world of difference in how others perceive and respect you. And most importantly, don't let anyone tell you that your voice doesn't matter. It does. With that said, I hope you have a fantastic day ahead. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay sharp, stay engaged, and keep showing the world why experience is priceless. See you soon.